Hi, this is Nivedita from Celluloid Diaries. So today I'm going to talk about news channels and the positioning of these news channels. I feel news channels have lost a great opportunity. Let me explain why. India is one of the largest news consumers in the world. It is especially high in south of India. In the last decade, most of the newspaper circulation across the world have been declining, but circulations have been growing in India. No other country has as many news channels as in India. So, it's very interesting to know that people are knowledge or information hungry and the consumption of the same is accepted and appreciated. Despite so much of high consumption compared to the rest of the world, TV news channels averages to 8 to 12%. And do you know? During elections, which is a favorite topic of us Indians, it goes up to 15% high. Of course, people watch more time consuming entertainment content. However, during COVID-19 pandemic, news channel share went up to 25%. One-fourth of all the TV consumption was through news channels. It was as if there was a need and a constant need of update, of news, of what was happening. And this was as if the hungry mind wanted more and more information to know what is the next step. However, now the news channels market share has gone down to a lower than usual, with news channels consumption almost standing to 6%. This obviously has two reasons. People were checking news every day about the pandemic so they can take appropriate decisions. Secondly, the consumption through digital platforms has gone up like huge compared to news channels which have lost totally to a digital platform. But on the flip side, people are also consuming a lot of entertainment through digital platforms. Then why is it that news channels have lost disproportional market share? What could news channels have done better? What can they do in the future? I have been working in news channels since its formative stages in India. I was part of TV9 team before its launch, playing a key role in designing and programming. I later helped and set the news channel called Sakshi, heading the programming department. Similarly, I was associated with Studio N and 99 TV before shifting to entertainment. Based on my experience, I can say with conviction that our news channel industry has not evolved from its formative stages, that is almost 20 years back. News channels have been around for 20 years now. What programming was designed initially is still followed out without major changes. There is no difference between any channel. If we remove the channel logo, it is practically impossible to say for what audience is this program designed or which channel it is, because every channel is a clone of one another. They are similar in every way, from presentation to the look and feel, the graphics, and so on and so forth. In media business, there's a lot of opportunity. A channel can try to capture number one position, trying to connect to all demographics. But if they do not succeed, they have to adapt and specialize on a specific demographic. I really think that they should definitely take cue from a lot of digital media platforms on the content and the styling and the look and feel. One can try and become a youth-centric channel, a women-specific channel, a satirical channel, or any such categories. All these categories are still open for capturing since channels are not trying to be different. Whichever channel is number one, everyone is doing the same kind of programming, almost like a replica. Audience attention span and viewing patterns are different by demographic or by the age. No youth today will sit and watch a 30-minute news episode. There are opportunities to make content crisper and more interesting. For example, Current TV, which was actually the prequel to YouTube, which was set up by Al Gore and Google, was an instant hit in youth, in my opinion, because that's when I was right out of the college and we just lapped onto it. It was trendy, colorful, youthful. The presentation skills were chirpy, faster, and fun to watch. It is the era of real short statuses, and it is a lost opportunity for TV channels not to adopt to the younger generations. News channels will lose out to the digital platforms, not now, but sooner, than their entertainment counterparts. There are a variety of infotainment programming that could have been implemented to keep the audience that came to the news channel during the pandemic. Considering the looming economic recession that is expected to spread over the next 2 years, and considering that advertising budgets are the first hit during the recessions, news channels in India have to repackage themselves very quickly with a balance of digital platforms and broadcast platforms with a demographic specification if they expect to survive this race. Otherwise, by the end of this round of recession, we can expect all the copycat news channels to just disappear and only the top few, which have government advertising support, to survive and thrive. So we have to wait and see how many will be left for us to watch and enjoy this information given on the platform called TV news channels. Would really appreciate to hear from you on any topics that you want us to do research and explain the way forward in media business. Do comment in the comment section and do share your opinion with us so that we can get back to you with more research and more infotainment and more entertainment just for you.